The spray meta. Builds get shredded, farming takes forever, and all you need is a P90 and a drum gun to win any engagement. If my builds are getting shredded anyway, well, I decided, fuck it, bring it on, man, I don't even want to build. I've played well since Season 1, but haven't completely adjusted to the new meta after practicing my building so much. I mean, it's Fortnite. The game isn't the same if the forts suck. A lot of people have been complaining about this, myself included, but I want to sack up, try and adapt to this, and pull a psycho move and play some solo duos, no build challenge. Let's talk about the current meta while focusing on my positioning and discussing some key takeaways that I learned from doing this challenge. The problem with building right now is if you get in a fight with someone and they spray at your builds, you're coming down to their level and getting shot before turbo builds can even put up another ramp wall. Feels like it's a dick measuring contest a lot of times, just to see whose bloom is better and ripping SMGs until one of you walks away victorious, going away with something like 17 HP just in time for someone else to pinch you. A lot of times you're legitimately at a disadvantage when overbuilding, and you need fights to be finished ASAP before someone else can come pinch you. I became a little too reliant on my ability to outbuild people, and I want to focus completely on my aim and decision making to try and balance that out. Let's talk about what's going on right here. I placed a spike trap a little earlier, and I'm kind of using that as my stronghold. This is something I want to work around and use to my advantage trying to pull enemies into it. As soon as I heard that someone got knocked by it, I wanted to push over there and make sure that I could hit them before they heal. You'll notice right there that I start shooting his boy a little bit, the guy downed, to try and encourage his teammate to come out of hiding wherever he is, drop from a more favorable position, and try and push me before I kill his buddy. As soon as he drops down a little bit, then I kill him. I don't want any chance of them getting that revive off, and I might need their loot in a little bit if I have that opportunity. At this point, I'm trying to pull him back into my spy trap. Honestly, they probably know that it's in there. I'm going to assume that they're communicating with each other. So my best bet is to try and wait for this guy to jump off somewhere, go to a worse positioning, and then take advantage of that, which is exactly what I do. I'll wait for him to go grab that chest real quick, try and RPG him, and I know that he's underneath here. This is my best opportunity to kill him. He's underneath. It's going to be 1v1, no building, and you'll see right here, that position right there, both of us are opposite from each other, and we both have right hand shoulder advantage. So in that situation, the best way to end up winning that is to push when you have that right shoulder advantage. You want to be the first one to move, otherwise they're going to do the same thing to you. You're going to have to reveal yourself, jump off to the left, and be vulnerable, just allowing yourself open for that shot. No build challenge fucking sucks, by the way. I can't even navigate, so I'm using impulse nades, little launch balls to get myself in there. Now, I should have done a better job monitoring the storm here. I know it's coming in 10 seconds. I'm doing a good job of that, but I didn't pay attention to where it was closing. So my thought process here was, I'm comfortable. I see this one guy right below me. I'm comfortable with the cargo area. I don't expect a lot of people to be here. So I can take this natural hill right here, use it as cover, and try and light this guy up. I see his boy in the distance. I start shooting him a little bit, try and knock off damage, and unfortunately, I didn't pay attention to the fact that there were more people back here. Didn't see him. So in this situation, I want to bail. I want to get out ASAP. There's more people in the distance to the top left corner southeast. So I now have 5 people I'm shooting at once. I want to shoot this guy, kill him, and get the fuck out. You'll notice there that one of the big things I noticed, one of the key takeaways that I realized is you want to put yourself, we all rely on builds a little too much once we develop that ability. And it's easy to put yourself in a bad situation where you're like, I can just build, there's no problem here. And with the no build challenge, when I was doing this, I started to realize that I need to position myself where, yeah, I could build, but it's probably better to use building as not a last resort, but don't make that my first instinct. Right here, I see a duo and I'm waiting for them to separate themselves a little bit. I want to see which one of them goes into a worse position. I noticed the guy up top is actually in a bad position, even though he has high ground, so I light up his boy really quick. And the reason he is he's extended himself too far off that ledge. So I try and light him up real quick. If I didn't end up killing him, it was going to be an easy way just to knock him down, shoot him while he's on the ground, and then bail out quickly. So what I was talking about with making sure you're a little less reliant on builds is the first key takeaway. Positioning is more important than good building. If you want a good example of this, Nick Merckx, console player, absolutely tears it up in PC servers. Nick is an average builder, but his ability to use cover and put himself in favorable situations means he only has to use building when it's necessary. Honestly, I get pretty lucky right here, jumping on the back of a truck, pulling out a pump shotgun, a lot of noise, and I'm surprised that this guy didn't hear me. But I do have to push at these guys because this natural hill is really my only shot at killing these guys. So I want to hit and run, kind of a guerrilla attack where I'm shooting them, and then, you know, getting the fuck out of there as quickly as possible. ENAS of the century. Oh my god, can you believe it? Pretty bad situation there where I'm in a fight and I'm also getting pinched. And this is what I'm talking about. Everyone in this meta is just trying to pinch each other. So you need to finish your fights as quickly as humanly possible and then leave. At this point, I know that there's 5 people left, and I'm pretty much just trying to find a chug jug. Hey, thanks for playing, game. I'm trying to put myself in the best position I can. I'm going to take advantage of people pinching each other, especially since I'm not allowed to build. And I hear this gunfight going on. I'm hoping it's 2 duos pitted against each other, but the fight finishes very quickly. If you check, I check the kill feed a lot. Bottom left corner, guy's eliminated. And I know that there's now 2 duos left and myself. So I bail back, try and go find another more favorable position before pushing in. Going off positioning, don't be afraid to pull back to a better spot. A lot of us want to play aggressively. It's more fun, it's more engaging, you get more kills, and that's half the fun of the game with winning is getting kills. If your enemies have good ground, don't be afraid to back off, try to bring them where they're more vulnerable. And if it's in duos or squads, try and separate your enemies and pick them off one by one. The easiest way to win duos and squads is fighting players one-on-one. And to go off that, another big thing is, especially in squads, you want to just kind of splash damage. You want to make sure that you're hitting each guy, trying to take off as much shield as possible, so it's a little easier to finish those kills. I noticed again in the kill feed that there's another fight going on and that it's now a duo and solo. This is all that's left. I'm the only other person available. So I have to push this immediately because getting in the middle of a fight when there's all this chaos and they're getting pinched from different sides is pretty difficult for a duo to handle a lot of times. So this is putting me in the best possible situation to win the game. I'm waiting, not revealing my position yet. I want to make sure that this guy is in a perfect position for me to laser him. He's down. I was lucky he already had low health, but it would have been pretty easy to knock him out anyway. I also want to focus on shooting the duos in this situation instead of the solo guy so that it doesn't end up being a 2v1. At this point, it's a 1v1v1, which puts me in an awesome situation. Finally got me some medium ammo, thank God. And now, again, I can't build, so I'm trying to use these structures, this cover as best as I can to put myself in a favorable situation. Try and damage both of them. Try and lower both of their health, almost playing it like it's a duo. So that I can take them out one by one and go for easy kills. So my buddy here built up a little too high in the air, which is putting himself, again, overbuilding, putting himself at a disadvantage. So I'm going to go put myself in a better position. Try and switch it up a bit, switch the sight lines, make myself not as easy to hit, not as vulnerable from the second player who was on the left side. I can now focus just on one enemy, and he's got himself pinched. He has to get out of there immediately or he's dead. If you end up in that situation, you need to abort. Try and push one way or the other. Otherwise, you're just getting pinched and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, ideally, in this situation, I could ramp up and just take them both on. Both of them are still in a fight with each other. Both of them are low health, and it's a good time for me to be aggressive. But since I can't do that, I'm just going to push in on foot and do the best I can. My man, absolute panic, absolute clusterfuck, no idea what he's doing. He just wants to get up as high as possible, away from all the fighting, to heal up, which you can't do anymore. If you're building up, like I said at the start of the video, you were asking for someone to bring you down to your level. So I'm at 200 health. He's going higher and higher. I know he's already 5-6 stories up. This is almost insta-death, especially with the low HP. So even if he hits me in the dome with a heavy right now, it's only going to do 187 if he lands a perfect shot. But he misses, tries to SMG me, and you know what? Thanks for playing, my man. Choo-choo can't go. GG, man. I honestly kind of had fun doing this challenge. I think it was nice getting to focus on my positioning instead of just outbuilding players, and I think it helps me kind of work on my decision making a little more. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure again that you're subscribed to the channel, got the notifications turned on, and that you like the video. Lets me know that you guys appreciate the tips and tricks, that you want to see more. Let me know if you think that you need to work more on positioning or building. Both of them are key components of Fortnite, and if you can master both of them, you're going to be copping a lot of dubs. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.